They laughed at him, mocked him, even threw stones at him. But do you know what he did in return? He prayed for them. This is the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad D. And today, many of us have forgotten its power. The Sunnah is not just about rituals. It is a way of life, a divine blueprint for success, peace, and ultimate salvation. Yet, in the rush of modern life, we have replaced the wisdom of the Prophet with fleeting distractions, ignoring the very principles that shaped the greatest civilization in history. The Sunnah is more than just following his external actions. It is about embodying his character, his patience, his humility, and his unwavering faith in Allah. It is the path that leads to content, the one that keeps the heart connected to Allah, even in the toughest of times. One day in Taif, the Prophet literally walked through the streets, calling people to Islam with nothing but sincerity and patience. Instead of welcoming him, it drove him away with insults, laughter, and stones that cut into his blessed body. Blood dripped down his feet as the pain of rejection weighed on his heart. Imagine the heartbreak of being humiliated, wounded, and abandoned. In that moment of anguish, Angel Gabriel descended and said, "O Muhammad, if you command, I will crush this town between the mountains." Imagine standing in his place, humiliated, wounded, given the power to destroy those who harmed you. Most people would seek revenge without hesitation. But what did the Prophet do? He raised hands, not to curse them, but to saying, "O Allah, guide them, for they do not know." This is Sunnah, mercy in the face of cruelty, patience in the face of hardship, strength in the face of trials. It is not just a list of actions, but a way to transform hearts, to rise above anger, to embody the highest character. Yet, how many of us today ignore it? We rush through prayers without khushu, speak harshly instead of kindly, hold grudges instead of forgiving. We claim to love the Prophet yet we neglect his most valuable gift, the Sunnah that leads us to Allah's love and mercy. The companions of the Prophet understood its power. They did not just follow it out of obligation, they lived it with devotion, knowing it was the path to true success in both this life and the hereafter. They saw with their own eyes how the Prophet's Sunnah softened even the hardest of hearts, how it changed enemies into devoted believers, and how it brought light into the darkest situations. Sunnah is in the way you greet your brother with a smile, the way you show kindness to your family, the way you remain patient when tested. It is in the small acts of goodness that build a character pleasing to Allah, fearing His accountability. When Atman Arabic yet, Arabic yet, Arabic yan, Arabic noon, Arabic yet, Arabic yan, Arabic yet, Arabic yet, Arabic yan. They were living the legacy of the Prophet. Let is why their names shine in history, while kings and emperors are forgotten. They understood that following the Sunnah was not just a choice. It was a key to unlocking the doors of paradise. If the Sunnah were insignificant, how did it turn a small group of believers into the greatest civilization? How did it transform a generation from the weakest into the strongest, from the oppressed into the victorious? Because the Sunnah carries divine wisdom, it is the key to purifying the heart, strengthening faith, and finding peace in a world of chaos. Without it, we drift away, lost in desires, deceived by the illusion of this life. But those who hold on to it find light in the darkest moments, hope in despair, and guidance when the world leads them astray. The Prophet said, "He have left behind two things. You will never go astray as long as you hold on to them. The Book of Allah and my Sunnah." Yet, how many of us today truly hold on to both? The world today is filled with distractions pulling us away from our faith. We chase wealth but find no contentment. We seek happiness but remain restless. We look for peace but only find stress. Yet, the answer has always been there. In the life of the Prophet Sunnah is not just history. It is a living guide, a timeless solution for every challenge. When followed sincerely, it heals broken hearts, strengthens relationships, and brings barakah in every aspect of life. But ignoring it leads to a life filled with chaos, confusion, and distance from Allah. If today was your last day, would you regret the moments spent neglecting the Sunnah? Would you wish for one more chance to follow the path of the one whom Allah sent as a mercy to the worlds? The choice is ours. The path is clear. The reward is eternal. Will you follow it? Or will you let the distractions of this world pull you away from the most beautiful guidance ever given to mankind? The Prophet showed us the way. The question is, will we walk in his footsteps?